development time
Okay.
and the funds to hire a proper team, because we noticed that from some of our exposures, there are a lot of fintech or those in the FEN ecosystem that is interested to partner up with us, but it's just that we need the time and the manpower and the funds to operate our development.
What are the challenges of you integrating your solution to existing app by the banks or by the digital bank?
In terms of integration with the app, the game itself is quite huge in terms of length-wise. We plan to be a redirection platform.
So your
Not
Ringgit
an
Plus,
integration platform.
but in a form of a game, is it?
Yes. So
Understood.
the game will serve as an onboarding platform. They play and they learn, and when they learn how to use the financial products, we will redirect them to websites such as Ringgit or Ringgit or Ringgit Plus, and for them to compare and for them to use the financial products.
Understood. Okay. Can I understand about your customer segment and how it relates to your business model?
Customer segment, we have two prime customer segment, which is the undergraduates and the young professionals, because these are the time. The nature of our game is that it is timely for people to appreciate. If they play it and learn it too early, they will not appreciate it. If they play and learn about it too late, then is when they're older, then it might be too late. So these are the time when they are exposed to debit card, credit card, or for young professionals to pay income tax. So these are the time in the period of life when it is very crucial for them to learn about financial literacy or adulting, as you say. So that's why we target these demographics.
Understood. In regards to launching your app, like what are you doing right now?
In terms of launching our app, we are still we just passed prototype stage, and we are planning to launching a game demo in the Level Up conference by MDAC, which is a gaming conference. This October. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. I think that's all the time that we have. Your pitch is actually good. I believe that if you bring this pitch to most early stage investors or early stage incubators and accelerators, they would actually give it a pass because you have a clear idea, clear business model, and you have a prototype. I think the biggest challenge that you might have is actually in raising the funds because I believe you know that for early stage fundraising, especially for a gaming company, there's not that much of a success story in Malaysia. But worry not. Just try to take a look at accelerators beyond Malaysia. So they do try to be flexible in the verticals that you are selecting. For example, they do have like a good educational technology at like incubator or accelerator in Singapore that are offering about $200,000. So try to keep your options open and try to take a look at Singapore. In terms of verticals, try to be flexible.
True. To answer that, because of the nature of our game, it can also be at tech, education technology, like you said, or fintech, financial technology. So we can.
Yeah, you can macam walk between those two lines, So I don't have any other thing. Do you have any question, or do you have like any issues that you need answers? You want us to solve?
I think my questions is more on the technical part of the program, which I think I can always ask you
later on
this Saturday.
Okay, boleh. So and if you need anything just hit us up. Other than that, congratulations. You produce a very good pitch deck. I would say a very, very good pitch deck.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. How to unshare? Stop sharing.
Okay. So you can ciao lah ataupun you wanna stay on to listen to other people boleh juga. Okay. Okay. Who's the next one? Anik? Bloom Blue. Okay. Bloom Blue, the
Hello. Yes,
sticker gang,
I
right? You guys do the sticker one, right?
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna make you the co-host, and then you can share lah. So
All right. Hello. Can you guys see this slide?
Yes.
Okay. So before I start, just want to say, I've missed out a few workshops before this, because I was doing my internship and it was a bit difficult for me to come. But yes, I am here for you guys to go lah, whatever that has to be improved, because I realized that the slides before are a bit very far from mine, because mine was the last time I edited was when during the physical workshops. So I hope to hear a lot of suggestions lah for today's pitch. So without further ado, let me start my pitch. Okay, so hello, my name is Emerald and my brand is Bloom Blue. Basically, my brand sells stickers and I would like to define them as stickers of hope. Now, what is the problem statement for my brand? I believe that students, they need reminders and motivation as they go through their busy schedules. As everybody knows, a lot of students now spend most of their time sitting in front of laptops and doing their work, and they forget to remind themselves to take a break. They forget to tell themselves to drink water and just to take it slow. So I believe this is a common issue among students, which increases their stress. And yes, so the solution that I would like to provide for this is to sell cute and motivational stickers for them to stick wherever they want. Although it seems very trivial, but I believe that stickers can really motivate students as well as decorate their workspace. So they can be reminded to drink water and all the small stuff that can actually help them to elevate their stress. Now, these are examples of the sticker sheets that I have done. And for the market segment, I target female university students from 18 to 20 years old that live in Petaling Jaya or KL, and they love to collect stickers as well as supporting small businesses. And in terms of behavior, they are active on social media and they also visit local bazaars. Now, an example of the customer persona, this is Sarah. She is 20 years old. She lives in KL. She is a university student and she loves collecting stickers. So for market size, let me bring your attention to the red figure, which is the 66,000 population people, which is the female population in PJ, 15 to 29 years old. In terms of value proposition, Bloom Blue wants to bring a distinct brand identity as well as provide a cheaper alternative, because I am aware that the target market are students. Moving on for revenue stream, I would like to sell my products through bazaar pop-ups, online sales, and also stationery shops. So the goals for this brand for now is to sell at least 50 sticker sheets at one pop-up booth and also open at least one booth before this year ends. So I believe that is all from me. Thank you.
hi Bloom Blue. Thank you for your presentation. It's actually a good idea. Just that I just want to understand your customer segment. Can you go back to your customer segment? So basically what you are trying to do is you're selling stickers to encourage these students to do things like kan?
Yes,
So
and just
how,
to
how, how,
motivate them.
so how does that work?
Basically, this is I want to do stickers, like for example, a sticker that has the word drink water or stay hydrated or don't stress, things like that they can just stick wherever they want. So then whenever they see it, they will feel motivated. And yeah.
Understood. I just want to give you a suggestion. This is
Mhm.
actually a good product. But for your customer segment kan, I don't think it would be it's a critical problem, but it's not a critical enough solution. I think you should really figure out your customer segment in the sense of Your product can actually be an educational product for parents to educate their kids. Get me or not? I've seen cases.
Okay.
I've seen people who actually reward their kids with stickers for them doing things. I think there is a big market over there.
Ah.
I in not sure, but in the Muslim community in Malaysia, there are parents who reward their children, and they are like companies that actually sell stickers that reward their children for them to solat, for example.
Oh.
It's a form of reward lah, especially for kids age 4 to 7, 4 to 9 macam tu. Giving rewarding stickers to read, rewarding stickers to pray and whatnot lah. I think even if you Google, there are a few case studies. I can share to you some, and I think you should
Okay.
reconsider the target market, because your product is good. It's just that I don't think university students would rather. I mean, university students will buy your sticker, but I think it's more useful for parents to educate their kids. It's like a useful tool for parents to educate their
I
kids.
see.
So I'm not saying that your target market is wrong. I'm saying that there is a more useful target market.
I see. I see.
Yeah. Maybe not.
Okay. Got it. Got it.
Yeah. So other than that, can you go to the next slide? Yeah. So but yeah, so try to take a look at that customer segment. I mean, if you try to do research on what I told you just now, because if you take a look into that, there's the market size for alat bantuan mengajar ataupun tools to actually encourage kids is actually big. And your go to market strategy pun lagi menarik. You can go to Taska or Tadika and actually sell your package or something.
Okay.
What do you think? Yeah.
Okay. So my question, I have a question. So if I purposely want to sell to university students, do I have to like change it
No.
just to
I'm just saying that there is
a
segment
better,
macam mana cakap
a better target market?
Yeah, a more convincing target market, I would say.
I see. I see.
It's not that because your product is good. You don't need you don't need to change your product. Certain people, when they present, their product itself is not solving any problem. But when you came in, your product is very, very good. Like if in terms of your target market kan, I think it's not more on encouragement tau. I think it's more on those who are actually doing macam journaling, you know?
Yes.
So that is another target market. Yang people who do journaling, people who do because my wife actually worked at a company called My Paper Project that sells items for journaling.
Yes. She bought my stickers before.
Yes. So back then she worked for a company called My Paper Project, and it's a company dedicated for journaling. So that's one target market. I think for you, because it's cool turning the sticker into a tool. It's really cool.
I see.
If you find the right target market, you can actually sell a lot of stickers. That's it. But if you don't want to change your target market, no worries. Just make your case stronger lah. Like how do your product effectively encourage these university students to actually live a more productive life, macam minum air ke, exercise ke dan sebagainya. And because when you take a look at your target age kan, 18 sampai berapa?
23
kan. These are the kind of people who actually use mobile phone. Macam if they want to do workout, they will have Strava. There's a dedicated app, Strava. If they want to do macam something, there's an app for everything. Especially for those who are actually using smartwatch. Lagilah, there's an app for everything. So and it's very novel if you like propose to them, hey, buy our stickers. It's a novel idea, but it might be like very, very useful if you change the target market a bit. It became from novel into benda yang not novel. yes, useful lah. It's required lah kan. Macam
Okay.
make sense tak?
Makes sense. Makes sense.
But again, it's up to you whether you want to change your target audience or not. But very soon I'm gonna share you a few links to show you like what I mean lah. Like there are what you are doing, the market actually exists. It's like the
I see,
parenting
I see.
market. So this is actually
Oh,
a big market and it's a serious thing.
all right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Sarah. Are you Sarah? No, you're not Sarah.
No, I'm Emerald.
You're not Sarah. Okay, but yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Next round, Ambil Sanat.
Can you hear me? You can see my screen, right?
Yes. You may start now.
Yeah, let's start now. Hi everyone, my name is Ahmed Sanad and today I'll be talking about Around App. First, let's understand the main problem. Everyday life is becoming much easier by using different apps. Only one huge feed has failed to be simple. Finding the right person to get your service done. If I would like to throw a birthday party, I would have to search and contact any pastry shops on Google or Facebook, get a customized cake with a good price. I would have to follow up with the housekeeper and read the date by calling or texting them. After work, I will have to run to the store to get some party supplies. It took me too long to say this sentence, as it took every one of us to reach out to professional service providers. Around provides a variety of services without the hassle of asking around. A customer can find everyday services and products all in one place. As a customer, I will select the service I want, like custom cake, and fill the required details. Now I'm instantly paired with pastry shops around me, and I can select the price I like the most. I can also find unlimited amount of services and products in different categories in a matter of minutes. It doesn't stop here. As a business owner, I can customize my profile look and feel for the first time ever. Bound allows business owners to list both products and services related to their category to get more profit. Compared to our competitors on the market, Around is the only app that provides everyday services and product customer needs with the budget they have. It provides unique tools for business owners to connect with the customers with no hassle. Based on the Digital Malaysia and the Department of Statistics in Malaysia, both small businesses and customers using the internet to shop for products and services are increasing. Given the limited budget small businesses have, Around is a great tool to reflect their business identity. Around uses 3 revenue streams to make profits, which are subscription, commission, and advertisement. Those 3 revenue streams are reflected in 3 plans we offer for the business owner to choose from. Thank you so much for listening to me. Please scan the QR code to general public data, which will be released on September 12th. Hello.
Hi. Yeah, I was like scanning because you asked me to scan. I was scanning. Okay. Thank you for your page. Okay. What's now? You are called Around, is it?
Yeah.
The app is called Around. Okay. Is the app live?
Actually, it will be live on September 12th.
Okay, amazing. As of now, how many potential users do you have?
For now, we have only like our beta testers under the focus group, which are around 20 business owners. That's it.
Okay. How again? Can you explain to us like how do you plan to monetize?
Okay, so basically around we use 3 revenue streams, which are subscription, commission, and advertisement.
Yeah. Can you make this slide more descriptive? Like just put in the bullet points.
Okay.
Yeah. So subscription,
commission, and advertisement.
Okay. And can we take a look at the different types of interface for different businesses?
Yeah, sure. Here's the number. and here's the bakery shop.
So it's basically if you're doing a service-based business or a custom-based business, right? Can we take a look at your value proposition, competitive value proposition?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You need to compare it with, because basically what you do is a landing page of some sort, right?
Yeah.
So you need to compare it with that. Yeah. I mean, also compare it with that. The one available is good. You also need to compare it with, and tell people like why is it a necessity for them to use your solution as compared to other solution.
Okay.
I think your only winning for proposition is the cost is lower, right?
Yeah, that divide that you find everyday services and products in one place, and at the same time with the budget that you have.
Okay. Awesome. Do you have any question? Because I believe that you are almost there. You just need to be more descriptive. Descriptive in your business model slide. You need to be more descriptive in your value proposition slide. What I mean by being more descriptive is sharing more information, and sharing more.
More information.
Yeah, sharing more information. Yeah.
On the slides, right?
Yep, sharing more information on the slide, because in 3 minutes you can't explain everything, right?
Yeah, that's true.
At least people will have like options if they want to understand. Or sometimes you talk too fast where they can't capture certain points.
Okay.
Yeah, so being more descriptive lah on your slide. Other than that, all is good. I'm excited to see you pitch this Saturday. Will you pitch this Saturday?
Yeah, I will be.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Is there
thank
any
you.
other points that I should bear in mind?
Thank you, Ron. So next, let's
No,
talk
sorry,
about-
just one more small thing lah, Nick. Kan? Oh, your logo. Put your logo at every slide.
tu satu benda.
Bit lah. Make your branding more solid lah. Because your logo is all good. You look like, it's like this. Your slide looks like you are doing a product launch for Apple, but it's not every slide. Get me? Like if you take a look at business model, market segment, it doesn't look like the product launch. If you look at competitive, first slide and final slide, it looks like an Apple product launch. So make sure everything, there's your logo and it looks like an Apple product launch.
Okay, sure.
Okay, thank you.
So much.
Okay. So let's call the next team, Shelly Click Studio.
Hello.
Hello.
You can see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Shelly. Now, when I say McDonald's, what comes to your mind? I believe it's the big yellow M on the red background, right? And this is what Shelly Creates is here for. We help brands look great and be memorable with strategized design. But the problem is, most business owners are not capable of designing strong and memorable brand identity on their own for their brands. So here we are. We have the solution. We provide mini brand identity package, which will serve as a strong foundation for brands' visual identity. And we target job leavers turned entrepreneurs who are non-designer but they are aware of the importance of brand identity and their business model is modern and digital. This is our market size. Our total addressable market is worldwide brands and serviceable available market is worldwide startup brands and worldwide online startup brands are our serviceable obtainable market for now. And Shelly Creates is more recommendable compared to other brands because as compared to bigger agencies, we are more affordable. And compared to other templates provider and freelancer websites, we are more credible. And for our revenue model, we currently only support pay per project for our design package for now. Our monthly goals include to have 4 inquiries for our design project, which will led by 50 websites per month and 50 website visits per month and 10% engagement per post on Instagram, which is our main social media platform. And the team consists of me, the art director, come multimedia designer, and my boyfriend as the developer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Who is the developer again?
My boyfriend.
You cannot say that lah. This is a business page. You cannot say your boyfriend. You say Yixiang is your business developer. Okay. First and foremost, thank you, Shelly. You've managed to turn your design agency into a startup page, so that is very, very good. Okay. Can we go to the competitors analysis? Okay, amazing. Okay. Okay, this is good. Okay, go to the next slide. Okay. I think you should have multiple revenue models. It's good that you have like people project, but I think if you can also have like a subscription base, like people paying you monthly for you to do something, like in a month they do a certain amount of content and whatnot. I think that would be a very good option. Another
Okay.
thing is because you're
Can I ask regarding that?
yeah.
Because for now, I already open for this design package, but for the subscription thing, if it's just ideation stage, I can also include in it.
Yeah. You can. This one
Okay.
is you already open kan, so kata
Yeah.
you can say lah. We are also planning to have other revenue models.
Okay.
You guys want to do subscription package because this one is more of a identity redesign, right? Brand redesign.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you would have something along the line of content creation. So later on, you can also upsell it to your initial customer. Okay. That's number one. Next is I think your slide is actually good. But because you're a design agency, so
Mhm.
yeah, you need to turn your slide into something more have like a little bit of a wow factor. So
Okay.
after, so after
Visual
this,
wise.
yeah, because you're a design agency, right? So if people just take a look at your slide and they say, oh, this I would at least love for you to redesign my pitch deck, for example, kan? And then take a look at your price, 1,500, that's affordable. Then it can that pitch can translate into a sales pitch. So
Okay.
so you need to put a bit of a wow factor. So what I'm gonna do after this is I'm gonna share to you a few pitch deck that looks awesome. So try to make it lah, turn your pitch deck into more awesome punya pitch deck because you need more visuals. Right now you only have like a lot of words, not that much of a visual. So you need more visual. Yeah.
Okay.
So other than that, I don't think there's any issue because you are very clear on what you want to do. And right now, the way you sell it, it's very proper. It's just that you need to meet more designers. You need to meet more designers and more. I mean, you need to meet more agencies. So that you could understand like the pricing punya mechanism. Because you need to make money, but at the same time, you need to be able to scale. You need to have the ability to pay other designers if you have like more customers. And another thing, we have like Christopher Talk. I think you've met Christopher Talk, right?
Yeah.
He is very interested in your business, and he really wants like he told us like if you guys are at a certain level, he wants to invest in you guys, and he runs a digital marketing
Yeah,
agency.
Digitally Asia.
Yes, exactly. So it's actually quite a big agency. So it means that there's value in what you do. So I think there's no issue. You have a paying customer right now?
Yeah,
Okay,
actually.
so I mean that figures. Yeah, I'm not
Do you
surprised.
mean it's too low?
Pardon? No. How many paying customers do you have?
Current ongoing, I have two,
Okay.
but before this, I have 20 something, but it's not this price, because before this, I
Understood. Is it
undercharged.
introductory price? It's not undercharge. It's introductory price. So for this price specifically, you have two clients, is it?
Sorry?
For this price, you have two clients, is it?
Not for this package.
But for this range lah, not
No,
really.
one for consultation and another is just logo.
Understood. Understood. So
Yeah.
I think your business is actually interesting. Try to use Fiverr as a channel, right? Try to use your competitor as a channel.
Meaning,
Meaning to say that if you go to Fiverr, if you go to Artmate, all of them, you put it as your competitor kan. But at the same time, it can be a place where you can find your clients.
oh,
Yeah. Um,
okay.
yeah. So if you take a look at Fiverr, there's a lot of Indian people, not Indian from India, right? So the designer is Indian from India. So what they are doing over there is their account is represented as a person or as a brand, but at the back there's 20-30 people working on the project because they are charging in US dollars. So the price is justified lah. So try to use Fiverr, try to use Artmate and some of your competitors that you stated as a place where you find your customer, where you can go out and acquire customer. So is it good? Other than that, all is good. Just add more visual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your presentation.
Right, thank you, Shelly. Next, let's call Zenanwar Legacy. You guys here?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Share your screen and start the page. Mazni, okay gitu?
I want to present. Sekejap.
Okay.
Can you see my slide?
Tengah loading. Okay.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay.
Let me start.
Hi everyone, my name is Mazna Manwa. I'm from Zinanwar Legacy. May I ask you how many times you cook during weekend? I'm sure that for working adult, you only have time to cook for your family just for dinner. Okay, now we move to the first problem statement. People who work don't have enough time to prepare meals at home, and 64% of them choose to dine out and favor fast food. Even though the food that they cook at home is more healthier because it's less oily and content less addictive, but they don't have any choice because cooking at home might take 40 to 60 minutes longer. From the problem statement above, we created a cooking paste to cook gulai darat with the taste of authentic taste of Kelantan in just 5 to 10 minutes. Our product do not contain any MSG and preservative. Wait. Okay. Now I will go through how to use the gulai darat paste. The preparation method is really simple. First, you have to add chicken or meat and put some water with gulai darat paste together in a pot, and add coconut milk and bring it to boil until it's already fully cooked and it's ready to be served. Not only gulai darat, customer also can cook mee curry and laksa Thai with this paste. Our target market is working and busy adult female aged 30 to 35 years old, Kelantanese people who are live in KL because usually they already married and have a children, so they don't have so much time to spend in the kitchen. Why do customers need gula darat paste? Because this paste helps them to save time while cooking. Besides, it also can maintain the traditional taste. Lastly, it can sustain the quality of food. Gula darat paste enable you to have exact flavor each time when you cook gula darat. Okay, what make our product better than our competitor? Because we are provide faster outcome. For example, here Adabi, Babas, and Curry Oil, they're all competitors only provide powder curry, so customer have to stir fry and cut the onion, and it takes time. Then our product is the one who are more to the Cantonese taste, and if you can see here, Curry Oil is more to the Kedahan taste, and Adabi is more to Perak, and Babas is more to the Indian taste. So we are selling our product retail to customers through our landing page, Shopee, and WhatsApp platform. We also sell B2B, for example, to the restaurant. So this is our goal. First, we want to have a new brand logo and new sticker to make it look more interesting. And second, I'm going to have a lab test and nutrition fact, lab test for nutrition fact and shelf life for my product. Basically, I already get the lab test a couple of days ago, and want to have to target customer more. And the last one, I plan to have a several types of cooking paste for this traditional cooking. So this is our feedback from customer. And this is my team. The one who create and product development is Mama Ana Yusuf, my dad, and I the one who manage the business. And I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. So how many paste gulai darat have you sold?
500.
This business is running right now?
Yes, but right now it's like slow because busy.
What's the biggest challenge? Yeah.
The biggest challenge is how I want to show to the customer, like to convince them.
Okay,
Because
so teruskan because apa?
Because usually like spices kita kena stir fry apa semua kan, so macam most of them tak macam boleh ke macam letak santan je macam tu.
Faham. So one of the biggest challenge for food product is the education phase. Mengajar orang macam mana nak buat. So you need to be really good at that lah. And your product, because it's a food product, and my father is from Kelantan. I love gulai darat. So your product ni dia memang fragrance centric. Bau dia yang tarik orang. So it needs to be demoed. It needs to be when it needs to be sold kan. It needs to orang kena buat tester dan sebagainya, and people will come and bau. So I don't think it would be an issue lah if you continuously open up place macam tak payah buka tempat spesifik pun. If you continuously open up macam pop-up booths to actually promote your product kan, eventually
I also plan to have a booth for this combo fest at MMU.
Amazing. So that's a very very good punya ni lah strategy. And also are you in Melaka or Cyber?
Cyber.
Buka lah every week kat lorong belakang. This is a very good product. We do have this one budak ni, dia umur macam 22, 21. He actually sells pasta punya apa macam paste pasta.
Paste pasta tu yang diorang cousin tu.
Yeah. They actually sells that. Tahu. So budak je. Mak dia yang buat tau paste pasta tu. Tapi dalam masa sama dia juga buat masak dekat situ juga. So do it consistently, because it's not to say you need to open up a restaurant. Tak. You need to open up a place where people can try your product.
Bagi orang kenal.
Bagi orang kenal. Bila dah cukup orang cakap you punya produk sedap, then it automates lah. And if you take a look at shopping malls kan, even kalau kat grocery pun dia punya strategi sama juga. Dia akan buka kaunter kecil untuk food tester.
Tapi macam I confused tau, macam ni basically untuk macam gulai darat kan, tapi perlu juga masak mi kari, so I macam confused untuk this macam saya berjaya. I should focus to mi kari or gulai darat. Like the gulai with nasi.
It's like this, you need to do A/B test. So what do I mean by A/B test is minggu pertama, contohlah bulan pertama you jual mi kari je, bulan kedua you jual gulai darat je, and then you see which one sale lagi tinggi.
Okay, faham.
So you need, the market needs to tell you apa yang diorang nak. Macam if you ask me kan, I also confused lah. Dua-dua sedap. Tapi if you ask me gulai darat ke mi kari, I prefer gulai darat. Kan? Because
I
orang
would.
Kelantan. Tapi kalau you go to orang Kedah, they will say, oh, they prefer mi kari. Orang utara-utara tu kan. So I'm not sure about the demographic. I do understand that you're trying to tell us that your product is versatile. So I do encourage you to open up. Honestly, this is a very good product. You can really make a lot of money. But you need to be consistent lah. We do have cases. I think you've met Rifka Halim, is it? So she was our student. Back then, she was just doing simple mi kari. Sekarang macam dah bukan main lagi, tak tahu apa dia buat.
I follow her TikTok and she always posted.
Yeah. So
She always update a new menu in the business.
Yes, exactly. So, but that's another business model lah kan. She really wants to open up a restaurant. She really wants to open up an eatery kan. But the hook product is that mi kari istana. So I think you have something here. You have the next Babas or Adabi. Just that you need people to try. Even Datuk Ramli Mokhtar buat Ramli Burger tu pun awal-awal dia jual kat burger daging dia kat kedai daging. Lama-lama baru dia letak produk dekat ni je, dekat kedai. Yeah. So I mean, let's talk more on having you dekat lorong belakang. Kalau you tak cukup equipment ke, tak cukup barang ke, I mean, let's discuss so that we can help you to open up tempat memasak lah kan dekat lorong belakang tu.
Mazni gerak seorang-seorang ke ada team?
Now seorang.
Tak ada kira tak apalah. I mean, you can cook kan.
Can ask for friend.
Okay.
I have a question that if my explanation is too much or I need to cut some of my script.
No, you're okay. Are you doing the presentation this Saturday?
Yes.
Okay. Because you're a food product kan, your presentation doesn't matter anymore. Bukan doesn't matter anymore in the sense of tak penting. You need your product needs to be a winning product. Your presentation tadi okay. Orang dah faham apa you nak jual. Sekarang ni semua orang tertanya-tanya rasa macam mana. So that's the only punchline that you need to have lah. You need to let people rasa apa rasa sebenarnya.
Okay.
So
Thank
I think
you.
it's good. Other than that, all is good. Yep. Go to the last. Business model. Yeah, okay. To the revenue model. Okay, you need to put price over here.
Oh, price.
Okay, and I'll give you the same advice I give to Rifka, which is find a story. Kan, at the start of your slide tu, cerita pasal the origin of gulai darat.
Okay,
So, Rifka, when she entered our competition 2 years ago, Nick? Ke last year?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, when she entered that girl boss competition 2 years ago, she entered with an idea of an eatery.
Betul.
I told her, like, just for now, stop selling food pot, focus on branding mi kari istana. So yang dia punya hook product is that mi kari istana. And orang beli bukan sebab apa pun, memanglah produk dia sedap, tapi more than that is because name lah kan, mi kari istana. So your name ni gulai darat ni, orang Kelantan je panggil gulai darat. Orang luar tak panggil gulai darat. Orang luar dia panggil gulai je, gulai kawah. If I'm not mistaken. Keluar
because gulai kawah is another gulai macam.
Ya, faham tak? Orang luar dia tak pernah dengar gulai darat ni. Orang Kelantan je tahu beza gulai darat, gulai kawah, kau benda.
Ambo dah lagi dah.
Oh Allah. Kau pernah dengar ni gulai darat?
Tak pernah.
Tak pernah kan? Aku tahu orang luar tak. So my point here is claim this name. Claim nama gulai darat ni.
Yeah.
So like buat story maksudnya macam
Macam
mana ayah
lah.
saya boleh buat gulai darat?
Ya, macam kau cakap bapak engkau yang cipta gulai darat ni.
Okay.
Faham tak?
Faham?
Cerita pasal apa gulai darat is a traditional since tahun bila, and bapak engkau memang origin Kelantan, and memang this is a recipe turun temurun, passed down from father to daughter to sons. Kan? Because I told Rifka the same thing. mi kari istana tu sebenarnya nenek saudara dia punya resipi. Jadi tak ada
Boleh
berkaitan
kena.
pun. It's just mi kari yang dibuat sebab raja suka makan mi kari. Itulah kan. There's a small story, but I asked her to like twist the story so that the mi kari istana became a brand on its own. So for you, you need to own the gulai darat name.
Okay.
So macam baru orang macam tak kisah pun, orang lalas dia akan fikir gulai darat ni ada orang Kedah dia fikir kari. Orang Perak ke apa benda tu dia fikir tu just simple gulai. Just orang Pantai Timur je tahu gulai darat tu apa. So play with that fact lah. Play with the ignorance of orang bukan Pantai Timur and scam your way lah. Claim your family the founder of gulai darat. Itu je kot.
Okay. Thank you.
Very well.
Thank you for presenting. I hope Saturday ni you bring your gulai darat.
I will bring it.
Awesome.
I will give you.
Awesome.
All right. Let's go to the next team. Smart Span. You guys here?
Yes.
Okay. You may start. Share the screen.
Can you see?
Yep.
The screen?
Yep.
Can I start?
Okay, please start.
Good evening. Sorry. Should I open my video?
Boleh je. Kalau tak nak pun tak apa. Okay, now. Dah open je lah.
Okay. Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Johan. I'm from Smart Span. Okay. So before I start my presentation, I want to ask one thing only. What is the most burdensome today we have? If you think a price of good, then yes, it is. So what are we doing is we are designed to provide accurate price information for spenders and help spending consumer to make smart spending decision for their purchase. So our vision is to correct market failure. Our mission is to be a reference for every conscious spender. So our tagline is spend it, use it. So first, let me ask you one thing. There's one product called Milo, and there's a product called tea, a green tea. For most of the product, they are basically same everywhere, but we notice that the price is quite different from store to store. So and then we also most of consumer found out that their product that they were advertised is not up to the promise. So we are here to provide an information and general opinion for consumer about the product. And if you want to buy Milo, for example, and you don't know which one has the cheapest, which vendor is the cheapest to buy, so we automatically going to give that information immediately with no second thought. So we also intended to assess worthiness and value of the product that the consumer want to buy. So our market segment is we want to get to ease the burden of individuals, the family with budget constraint. So it will be designed to be everyday app for everyone. So we also provide big data information for business researcher and government, and also product insight for market analysts. So our product is and service to consumer, are we providing credible information before purchase is made. So we are providing information of a trustworthy qualified product, and we gather all quality insurance certification
for customer in the system. So what the way customer will use this app is they are serving the item or brand, and the system, our system itself, suggests the product and connect them to which are the nearest vendor, whether they want to buy in a traditional way, brick or mortar, or they want to buy online. They can connect it to most e-commerce platform. So when we conduct our market study, from 67 response before, 86% of them said they regret their purchase. They sometimes they waste some of their feedback is a waste of money, being cheated on, counterfeit, and so on. So if then they will ask, what do you want this app to help you? And 83.6% said yes, they want this product that help them provide information of each item before they buy. So so for our existing competitor, we haven't found some product that is really catered to price for everyday good, but the company you see, Fit, Jolly Guard, and Vivino is doing quite the same thing: product scan, product detail, and product review. But what they don't do is their product suggestion is for only that significant product, and the variety of the information is sparse and not unified. So what we do, we want to serve the everyday spender, consumer, to be more conscious about their purchasing behavior. So our income model is, we want to trade first for a free user. We are trading economic data for every generated information inside that is mostly from the customer itself. So it will capture all price information and their receipt from all their purchase from any store. And our database will do the cleaning and cater information for economic and financial researcher. So then we can also provide affiliate marketing for influencers that to tell us how to use, how good this product, how good this app is, that they can share the experience of purchasing the product and attract conversion from users for a financial reward. And and we also provide subscription and consultation for most of for those who want to use our service. So our paid subscription model allow users from various levels of supply chain to turn into our service to know more insight of supply chain distribution, about mostly about the comparison of price, comparison of quality, and comparison of cost overall. And mostly for freemium user, we are having advertisement inside, exclusive for free users. So financial projection, I'm suggesting that we are not going to be profitable for first 5 years, but we will break even in year 5, and we will slowly move up to the value of the economic output after 5 years, 5 years of operation. So this is our impact assessment for shoppers. Regular shoppers that find this app, we will expect they to get the best deal for the purchase in terms of price and information quality of any product before they purchase. But for vendors and suppliers, they their impact might be severe for the first time. If more people use this app, they might be impacted of their sale, because when they find a lot of better deals, then it might affect competition. But then they can turn to us to provide. We can provide them consultation and information access for them to give them the best deal for suppliers that they can get. For suppliers also, it's the same thing with the vendors. They might get the initial impact of that. They will find self outcompete by most of their procurer. So the coping mechanism for it, they can turn to our solution to provide various information about supply chain to them. So this is our landing page. So that's all. Thank you.
Okay, Johan.
Alright.
Are you giving a lecture atau pitch, bro?
Yeah.
You trying to give me a lecture, or are you trying to pitch to me? I feel like you're trying to tell everything, bro. Because first thing, you didn't change anything daripada last meetup kita, but you add on something kat belakang tu. And for your information, your time is actually 40 minutes for you to explain everything. So it's not good, it's not pitching, right? There's a lots of things that you try to cover, but for a good pitch, you didn't need to show everything to everyone. So the first question will be, is this like you seorang je buat atau you do it with your team?
So before this, we have team, but most of my team is busy with other stuff. So I'm the one who made this so far, but they are coming, and yeah, we will make this product
Right.
reality.
Can we go through your slides again? Go back to your first slide. The problem statement. No. For the introduction, I just want to understand why you need to explain to us this.
Pardon?
Why you need to explain this part?
Okay.
John?
Yes.
Why do you need to explain this part? Why do you need to tell people about your vision, your mission?
Okay, first
Because
of all,
remember, Johan, you only have like 5 minutes to pitch, right? So the time is very, very pendek tau. So you just introduce yourself, from which startup, and then your tagline. Terus go through your problem statement. No need to explain to people your vision, your mission, because dekat part sini je you dah consume almost like a minute and a half to explain about this. Okay, so it's too lengthy. Can you go next? So for a good problem statement, dia ada format. I don't know if you remembered or not the format. You remember tak apa format?
Yeah.
Problem statement?
I'm actually currently doing another slide.
Okay. So for you not to repeat the same mistake, just stick to the format, which is who is actually facing the problem, what is the problem, and what is the cause of the problem. So sebenarnya you punya ni dah ada dalam satu ayat ni. So if you can see here, the problem is that product providers, manufacturers do not meet customer expectation due to what? Shoppers often buy products and this is cause of misleading advertisement of product. Faham tak? Dia macam dah ada lagi kat situ. So you don't need to actually pecahkan dia. Just combine it into a nice problem statement. So straight to the point lah, orang faham.
Yeah, straight to the point. Yeah.
Smart spend tu buat apa. Okay.
That is my other slide that is not, is halfway through. Halfway finish.
Boleh tunjuk tak slide tu? So ini slide hari tu kan?
Yeah.
So Sabtu ni you present kan?
Yes, present with different slide.
Okay, nice. Let's see your slide.
But which one?
No, yang slide you kata you nak siapkan tu tak buat lagi ke?
Yeah, I'm still looking through.
Okay, so
to make the,
just yep. So just to remind you again, stick to the yang kita dah ajar tu lah, the format So jangan pecah-pecahkan macam ni, because the second part is that your slides terlampau banyak words tau. So nanti kan orang nampak macam di tengah bagi lecture. So nanti dah lama orang akan bosan. Okay. And then for your solution, stick to the format also. Next, can you go next? Market segment, you don't need to explain to us about big data or product insight. Just bring us siapa yang akan jadi you punya customer. Faham tak? Siapa yang akan use your product. So may I understand why you put like big data product insight?
Because going to sell data. So
Again lah, ini macam yang kita dah bincangkan hari tu lah
Yeah.
Ayam itik hari tu. So which one you want to do, right? Is it data mining or you want to do smart spend? Which one? Okay, next.
Yeah.
Same goes to here lah. Products and services. Satu lagi part. Can you go to page number 7?
Which one?
Page number 7. Okay, for product demo, if possible, you dah ada ke apps ni ke you tak ada apa lagi?
Belum lagi.
Okay, if possible, if you can visualize it, dalam Canva kan ada yang macam gambar phone, lepas tu you boleh letak apa-apa tu kan? So can you do that product flow so people can understand how to use the product? Okay, so daripada you bagi macam ni, I understand kalau programmer faham. But people yang layman dia kan apa benda ni. Okay, so jangan bagi dia orang takut lah. And then page 8 dengan 9, can you go? Page 8 dulu. Okay, so sebenarnya you punya data ni you can put it into your problem statement. Okay, so based on your market study, we asked up to 67 respondents. Dia punya experience is this. Okay, so you can start with this and then go straight to the problem statement rather than you put it here lah, sebab dia tak jadi macam efficient lah.
Okay.
Page number 9. Yang ni tak payah. Ini macam angkat bakul sendiri. So we don't want this.
Okay, alright.
Right, page number 10. Existing competitors if possible. Sebab sekarang ni yang you put dekat slides ni, we cannot see why are you better. Right, if you can manage, you tahu tak macam kalau kita buat perbandingan between prepaid and postpaid dalam Malaysia, Celcom, Digi, Maxis. So if you can do like that, I think it will be better lah. People will be more understand on your product, why people need to choose you. Rather than you do like this lah, orang tak faham nanti. Okay. Next. Okay, for income model, kurangkan ayat. And sini again kita ada ayam itik kat sini. You want to do data mining or you want to do the service. So decide first which one you want to do. Kalau kata you nak go data mining, go straight trading economic data, affiliate marketing, you can do that. But if you want to do like smart spend only, you need to do this subscription and consultation, advertising. Okay. Part ni bahaya. So part ni bahaya because you said 5 years you takkan buat apa-apa, lepas tu slowly. So that words it will not be beneficial for you lah if you present to any investors, because they will see like you didn't have any plans to, because investors akan cari yang mungkin dalam 3 tahun dia orang akan dapat duit dia orang balik. But 5 years is too long. So
Ni
again,
nak masalah yang part ni je.
yep, silakan bro.
It's one thing if you don't make money within 5 years. It's another thing if you tell people that you can't make money within 5 years.
Yeah.
So kena macam tu lah. Kalau dah start buat business and tak buat duit, tu tak apa, tu dah start. Ni macam baru nak start dah beritahu orang, oh dalam masa 5 tahun aku tak buat duit. Dia dah terbarai mat. It's not a business, it's a hobby. So if you can't make money, it's at least try to figure out lah how to make money within those 5 years.
Okay.
We make money, but actually profit margin lah. Profit margin is not. There will be.
It only shows one thing, bro. If you do that, it shows that you chose the wrong business model. A startup is a company that you can prove on paper that your business model has good profit margin. So you need to bear that in mind. Okay.
Okay, can you go next? Please, Tim. Yang ni untuk apa bro? Boleh tahu tak, Johan?
Okay, this one is for impact. For what we are done, we do an impact assessment. So what happened when our product is used by people?
I think better you do product demo kot yang macam tadi cakap tu. So if you can do like for shoppers, macam mana dia punya interface, vendor macam mana, supplier macam mana, that will be better kot rather than you use this. Because ni macam dah suruh orang baca karangan, so I don't think they can visualize it. Okay. Page 15, ni pun tak payah kot segi video ni. Same goes to here, call to action ni just letak dalam produk demo.
Dan suara tak berapa jelas sangat.
No, I mean call to action ni pun boleh letak dalam produk demo. Sebab every product demo at the end is call to action, right? So tak payah nak letak dekat extra page lah.
Alright.
Okay, so ada apa-apa soalan lain? I think that will be all for you.
So basically apa yang saya cakap tu macam terlalu panjang lebar gitu.
Terlalu panjang, ya. 40
So then,
minutes bro, you only have 5 minutes.
what to expect this Saturday from the crowds?
This Saturday is very light and easy, bro. You don't need to be too stressed on it. And it's just between you and us je. I mean, just anggap macam tu je. It's just between you and us. The other crowd semua, I mean,
ayat dia kena bagi bahasa orang layman boleh faham tu je.
Yang everyday people, yang semua orang biasa-biasa yang faham apa tapi dia faham.
Rakyat jelata.
Rakyat
jelata,
rakyat
okay.
lah. Jangan terlalu jargon lah. Takut nanti orang.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay, is that all?
Okay.
Johan?
Alright.
Okay, thank you so much. Alright.
Thank you.
So let's call upon the next team, Bare Necessities. Are you guys here? Ritesh?
Hi. Oh, I'll be presenting.
Okay, Geraldine.
Okay, let me share my screen.
Yes.
All right, can see ya?
Yep.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm Geraldine from Bare Necessities. Before I start, let me ask you a question. When you think of a work desk, what do you see? Like a computer, a plain keyboard, maybe a mouse, some sticky notes off the side. Like it's very standard, and honestly, it can get pretty boring, right? So what if I told you, right, that your work desk can reflect your personality and your interests, and you can make it look however you want? And that's where we come in. We are a company producing handcrafted artisanal keycaps and minifigures, which are essentially collectible items. We started this business because we saw that there was a rising demand for custom keycaps in Malaysia, which honestly grew a lot during the pandemic, where a lot of people had to work from home, and there were a lot of people on social media posting up their workstations and their setups with those LED lights and those really nice keyboards and everything. But the harsh truth is that in Malaysia, there's barely any local supply, and most people resort to buying individual keycaps from overseas sellers, like from Etsy or any individual sellers with like really high currency rates and exorbitant shipping fees. Now, one measly keycap can easily be like 200 ringgit with a 50 ringgit shipping fee, which, if we are being completely honest, that sort of money is not small for most Malaysians, especially people who are young adults or even regular working adults. Now, our solution to this is to not only maintain the customizability of the keycaps, but to source the materials locally to minimize production costs so we can make and market these products at an attractive and affordable rate, especially for Malaysians. We use polymer clay from the local art supply stores, as well as we 3D design and print our products ourselves. And here are some examples of them, like our keycaps, the keychain versions, so they appeal to a larger market, as well as minifigures. Now, our target markets will be keyboard enthusiasts as well as merchandise collectors, and our market size is based on physical geek expos in Malaysia, such as Comic Fiesta and Animanga Key, two very popular geek expos with average attendance of 65,000 and 20,000 participants annually. Typically, a single person from the target demo will easily spend anywhere from 100 ringgit to 300 ringgit over the course of an expo. Now, this is the persona of our target market. His name is Joe. He is 20 to 25 years old. He identifies as a geek or collector, has an affinity for customized items, and resides in Malaysia. So these people are usually like those people who would really want to collect and actually have the time to spend on their hobbies. So like 20 to 25 years old will be like university students, young working adults. And well, if you take a look at our value proposition, the way that we compare to our competitors is that we are a lot more customizable, and we are also a cheaper alternative. Like MKB, Cosmo caps, and Sunny keycaps, we definitely will end up being like the most suitable choice if we get our marketing right. So let's talk about our revenue model. Now, currently we are selling on two platforms. Basically, one is on demand, where we get customized commissions. So this will either be online through like WhatsApp, or even word of mouth. And also our main platform right now is Instagram, where we are getting customized commissions, DMs from people to make specific items. In terms of retail, we are doing things like online sales, like through Shopee, and eventually we are going to look at Etsy. And then we are going to do booths at local geek conventions and other small booths from like art fairs. Now, currently, in terms of our goals, we've already completed the product validation. We've created a minimum viable product, and we've already acquired new users through word of mouth. So these are our existing customers, and we are looking to boost our social media using ads like the Instagram algorithm, as well as set up booths, particularly at these geek expos, since a bunch of our target demographic will be there. Eventually, we want to break into the international market. So to put it in simpler terms, we have a roadmap over here, and this is currently where we're at. We've already completed our MVP development, our branding, and already had our initial sales. And we are going to, we already have a Shopee and Instagram store, as well as gotten our SSM approval and recognition. So we are hoping to have our first massive booth in Comic Fiesta at the end of this year. And down the line, we want to do merchandising commissions and open up our international store via Etsy, as well as open our international booths, maybe starting off with another geek expo nearby in Singapore. And eventually we want to expand into having more products. So just so you guys know, this is the team. We have Najmi, myself, Pritesh, and Azib. Now the four of us are the only people actually working on this. So we're not outsourcing anything else. So that's all for Bare Necessities. If you would like to find out more about us, you can go to our TikTok, our Instagram, or our Shopee. Thank you very much.
Hi, for your product expansion, I mean, great idea, by the way. I've
thank
been
you.
following this customizable caps market since the pandemic started. Because the true boom started when the pandemic, people start wanting to customize their own keyboards and whatnot, right?
Yeah, definitely. Because everyone is just stuck at home. They were looking at the same thing every day.
Exactly. Yeah. What's your for your market expansion like? What's your idea? How do you transcend this beyond hobby, beyond anime? You know?
Right. So we are actually working on like some of our own designs. So it's, well, essentially the same concept that you have with like buying art online or buying like original content. We're making our own like small little figures and just like creating cute concepts. So actually, just letting you know, one of the things that we're working on right now is to have a keycap that is basically 3D printed to have a bathtub with a little bear sitting inside there, who is actually our mascot that we design ourselves. And he'll just be soaking, and we'll basically come out with a bunch of series. So knowing that a lot of people are actually into this, like the cutesy keychain kind of products, that's how we are beginning to expand, which is why we've introduced the keychain versions of our product. Because a lot of people like keyboards are really just too expensive, right? Especially with like the mechanical keyboards. So if they just want like a cute keychain and they can give their friends also, then that's also an option that we have.
So I just want to tell you like that it's one thing to be a content creation company.
Yeah.
Kiranya your direction is that lah. You want to be a company that creates content.
Yes.
Another idea I think you should consider, and I think this is where your 100,000 ringgit idea can become a million ringgit idea, is you should knock on into those local companies such as Grab, such as like all these big local company, Asia, and ask them, do you want customized keycaps or keyboards for your own company?
Yeah.
For example, Grab, they have their own character, they have their own, whatever standardized, and every employee of Grab will get their own Grab keyboard. If you go to AirAsia, because right now, the market for hiring IT graduates and IT employees is very high. So you need to have like multiple ways of attracting talents, kan? So this can be one of those ways. So I think this is if you do that, you might make a quick million ringgit as compared to you need to brand your own character. And not that I'm saying that that's a wrong way. You need to do this concurrently lah. Building your character is one thing, but at the same time, try to find corporate clients.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, not sure if you saw but like down the roadmap just now, like we're talking about the merchandising. So to actually really emphasize on it, merchandising is basically like us like doing what you said. We are not exactly sure how to start yet, hopefully with MMU, because there's a convocation coming out. So we would like to work with EDC to see if we can make something for MMU.
Another thing that you can do is just cold email them. Tell them that you keyboard, So what you need to do, this is one thing that most students with ideas don't do. They just pretend that they are a company. Make an official email using Gmail for your company. I believe that you have that. Create a simple graphic showcasing what you can do, and tell them, hey, can I have a meeting with you? We actually have a cool idea. We design keycap. Let's design a keycap for you. That's it.
Okay.
That's the way. You try to email to 50 companies. Most probably 25 will reply. Most probably 10 will say yes for a meeting, and most probably 5 will say yes for your product. So just try to do that. I mean, don't limit yourself to MMU. If MMU don't want it, go to UM, go to Sunway, I think they can pay. Macam Sunway students ke, Monash students ke can pay.
Oh yeah, expensive lah. The fees.
Yeah. I mean, itulah. So your idea is very good. So don't limit yourself to time. Because this idea is a matter of experimentation. You need to test out as many assumptions as you can, and then figure out which one makes the most money.
Okay.
Yeah, because or for example, if you want to create your own character or go into branding, this and that, the time taken will be the same. The hardship, the journey will be the same. It's just a matter of which one reaps more reward. Okay, so I think that's all for me. Other than that, your slides are amazing, and try to emphasize more on that merchandising. And instead of calling it merchandising, call it like your corporate clients or something.
Oh, okay, I have an idea. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Businesses. Next, let's call Automasid. Automasid.
Yeah, we'll share my screen.
Okay.
Can see the screen, right?
Yep.
All right. Hello. So good evening to my fellow friends and also to youth venture people. So we are from Otoma Seed. I mean, we are from Mavis, and the current project that I'm going to pitch is about Otoma Seed Farm. Right. So moving to the problem statement. Okay. So the statement is most fish farmers is having issue focus on commercial fish production. So the production of fish hits is large in quantities and needs to go through a detailed process in the ideal where we get done with a system called RAS, the recirculation system with automation quality of fish feed. This is how this is been achieved is by implementing IoT, solar, and also automation. Automation is for the feeding, and also in order for the IoT part is for us to see on the oxygen content, water pH level, and also ammonia. All these would be a major reason for you to get a healthy fish feed, which is now lacking in the market. So as you can see, there is few companies is already in the market who's running the system, but there are some difference among them. So one of the thing that in the Aquaculture Resource Center, it's called ARC, which is in Sungai Buloh. They are doing this fisheries business, but they are not using any technology as to do the seeding. Whereas we did research in Sabah. This is Borneo Eco-Star Agriculture, where they are doing meaning they are doing the technology part, then they are not doing the fishery business. Whereas we have e-fishery in Bandung, which is in Indonesia, which is in other country, so they are not in Malaysia. And also then comes our automated farm, is to supply best quality fish seeds. So moving forward would be, we have been building this, have already built the entire system, and also we will be coming out with the prototype as well. So this is the system where we have the tanks and also the, and how the system goes, and this is pretty technical. So moving forward, is another advantage of our whole system is where we do a major cost reduction, where we are doing the feeding by moina. Moina is plankton, which produces in the tank by itself. So this would be the plan of our farm, bringing cost reduction, and also quality assurance is in temperature, water pH level, ammonia content, and water oxygen level. Production cycle of the catfish. So catfish seeds takes 26 days per cycle. So production. And moina production, in a brief circle, it would be 12 days for a cycle, and fermentation just takes 7 days, and production is 5 days. So this would be our plan. Our this is in Kampung Rasau in Slim River. So it's 90 by 40 feet, and our cage quantity going to be 36 cages. So each cage can produce 6. So much is the turnover when fish seeds is produced. It's going to be 288K of fish seeds in the cycle. And also we're going to do a price war as well, as we're going to place the price as low as 7 cents per fish seed. As in the market currently, the fish seed is going up to 10 cents to 12 cents. And there are some places where in KL, they are selling it for 14 cents. So moving forward, our team, we are a team of 8, and we, if interested, you can contact us in this particular email. And before finishing my pitching, I would like to show up our potential project location, which located in Kampung Kuala Rasau, Slim River. This would be the pond, the building of RAS, which can be built in just 1 month. We have came up to the completion. Just a few more steps up to the. Then after we have a process of second phase, which is including both the pond and solar system implementation. And then after, in the third phase, we will bring in the IoT. So that's that as per from us, Mavis, and this is our project automation.
Okay, thank you. Did I miss or did you not show like any form of comparison in terms of the costing if you use automation as compared to use the traditional method? Did you show that?
Okay. Adam, are you there? Yeah, for the.
Yes, I'm here. So back to the question that the comparison between traditional and modern.
We have the calculation. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's one thing here lah yang the disconnect. So you go through all your slides kan. Contohnya, go to the back sikit, belakang sikit. Belakang lagi. Okay, so contohnya macam for this side, you have the monthly cost, you have, okay. Belakang lagi. Yeah, I need to go to one by one. Belakang lagi. Belakang. Okay, so starting from this slide, next. No, next, not next. Tadi this slide. Okay, can you go to the front? Go to the front. Not front part. I mean, go to the. I don't want ke depan.
Yeah, sure.
No, this is ke depan side. Tadi.
This is the first.
Patah balik. I don't even know which term I want to use because I'm so confused. Patah balik. Okay, go to the next slide. Yeah, okay, next. That slide, the one I want to see is that 36 weeks Moina production, that slide.
Yeah, the cycle.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I actually asked you to stop in that slide.
Yes, this one.
Okay, starting from here.
For the
Don't
Moina
move. Okay, so why are you moving? Why? That was the slide. Astaghfirullah. Adam, can you please help me?
Yeah, I think it's better for me to present because I teach basic.
Okay, stop. Okay, stop this now. Then you stop sharing.
Okay, so I'll share screen first. Let me open my slide first. And screen. This copy. Okay. Nampak? Share screen. Okay. This one, right?
Yep. Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Okay, starting from this slide, you need to compare. So, me as a person who doesn't farm fish, I can't see the tangible impact of me using your system. Faham tak?
Faham.
So, starting from this slide, you need to compare. If I were to do it traditional way, if I were to do it the automated way. So then after that, the next slide, you see you have the profit dan sebagainya kan. Also, you need to compare. Yeah.
Okay.
Get me or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So itu je sebenarnya nasihat dia, sebab tu macam stres sangat berubah banyak slide. So starting from this slide sampai last slide habis tu, your profit, your gross revenue or monthly revenue, whatever kan. You need to start comparing. Okay, if you do it the traditional way, it's like this. If you do it automated way, it's like this. Okay. Kan? Kalau contohnya, if you do it the traditional way, you can only get 20 pounds. If you do it the automated way, you can get 36 pounds. Maybe lah, I'm not sure. So you need to tell me as a non-fish farmer, how would this be beneficial in a quantitative punya manner lah. Okay, itu je kot. Other than that, your product is actually good and you have a proof of concept. Just that you need to tell people why are you better. In terms of ringgit and cents lah, or maybe numbers. Okay. You guys have any questions? By the way, you guys want Startup Weekend kan?
Ada bagi?
So congratulations on winning Startup Weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate the recognition.
Yeah. So I mean, I've little birds everywhere, and when they told me Automasit won startup weekend JB, I straight away went to them and confirmed, hey, is this MMU students? They say, oh, MMU students.
Yeah.
Guys lah kan. So congratulations. It's a great effort. Moving forward, try to find incubators or accelerators that can give you money.
Sorry?
Macam cari macam incubators or accelerators or competition that can give you money.
Oh.
So you guys have gone way past ideation. You guys don't need advice anymore. What you guys need is money to make more money.
Understood.
Yeah, so you need to join macam those 1337 punya accelerator ke, pitch in crowdfunding punya accelerator ke. Yeah, so things like that. Okay.
Alright.
Actually, just want to share dengan Cik Hanif lah. That day, actually during that day, we like, I think, I'm not sure if this is just a lucky part ke apa, tapi dekat sana just a brief one lah, a short brief yang diorang ni ada macam mentor, like dia ada sediakan like a few mentor, several mentor datang daripada from several business backgrounds semua. And then there's one person yang he's a mentor as well. Cuma dia when it comes to ada macam hari the second day tu dia macam quite interested in our idea. Lepas tu dia ada bagi tahu like, let's say if you, dia ada offer lah, kalau let's say if you want to need a orang kata apa, investor, dia like willingly to give the money as an investor lah. Tapi just bagi tahu lah, cuma tapi I don't think that is under any other accelerator ke apa. Dia macam, I think itu macam personal private punya. Maybe you can give something and advice. Let's say if you want to approach him that and we say that, oh, so we actually are doing this, make this thing real, and then we need this amount of money. Tapi somehow, yeah, kita faham yang some of the accelerator ataupun funder ke apa, dia somehow ada yang macam they just want money, and some people they understand what the takes when it comes to aquaculture, and that is a good thing lah if we have to find that kind of people. Cuma maybe you can give us some insight that what things that we need to consider or things we have to be careful when it comes to private, like personal one.
Yeah, I think the more importantly is the black and white lah. Yeah, it's like this. You guys, the reason why I encourage you guys to go to, especially university students, to go to accelerator ataupun incubator, because number one, you will learn how to raise funding, and number two, you will be in a structured environment to raise funding. So yang paling penting tu is to be in a structured environment to raise funding. There's no issue, macam tak ada masalah pun. Sometimes if you're lucky, you meet a rich guy who can pump in money dan sebagainya kan. Tapi based on ni I'm not saying ni the case will be different macam this will be on a case by case basis. Macam I can only say based on my experience kan. When someone comes to you and promise you money, there's always string attached.
Yeah.
So kalau you raise it in a private punya setting, you only have your opinion and the people closest to you. Kan, kalau if you're raising in a structured environment, everyone will make sure that you have the best deal. Faham tak? So itu je. Macam tak ada mana yang betul, tak ada mana yang salah pun. For example, even if you go to an accelerator during the demo day, you can invite that person to come in and you can raise more money. Sebab when it terms one thing that people one thing that the misconception of fundraising is when you raise like for example $5 million or even $1 million kan, it's not that you raise from a single person. Usually there will be an organization or a person that will lead the round, and then other people will macam top up. Faham tak? So tak ada masalah. If you, my advice is itulah, you kalau ada nak raise kat private investor, make sure you know your black and white, make sure you, tell me first lah. I'll make sure that you guys lawyer up first lah. We will lawyer you up lah. Yang paling penting. But other than that,
due diligence
pardon?
Duit yang buat due diligence semua tu ke? Itu ke? Is that what it?
Okay, due diligence is on your side, bro.
Oh, okay.
Due diligence, they will not know whether you have the technology, you have the capacity dan sebagainya. The due diligence is on you. Okay. What I mean by taking a look at the black and white, kita tengoklah exit clause macam mana. Exit clause maksudnya macam ni, bro. Kalau company tu terbarai, macam mana duit tu? Kena bayar balik ke? So benda-benda macam tu. Usually the mistake of first time founder when it comes to fundraising is dia nampak duit lebih pada the impact of the duit.
Faham?
So kadang-kadang benda sesimple contract lah, like what is the expected return. Macam contoh, kau kena bagi return dekat kau punya investor. So how is the mechanism? And for example kan, you promise your investor one thing. You wanna pay them back in this. You still need to ask opinion from people within your industry. Logik ke benda ni? Faham tak?
Okay. Kalau
contoh kalau kau cakap kan, dalam masa 26 hari kau boleh buat banyak ikan banyak ni, and dalam masa dalam masa ni kau akan dapat profit 20,000 contohnya. Okay, setiap bulan kau akan dapat profit 20,000. Kau kena tanya orang kat dalam industri kau,
adakah benda tu realistik?
Logik. Atau kalau aku bagi contoh 20,000, investor aku minta dia bayar aku 2,000 setiap bulan contohnya. Adakah ia akan rosakkan aku punya flow contohnya? Sebab investor, they want their money back, bro.
Yeah, they always want
they always want the best for them, kan? So in your case, the reason why I asked you like, if you really want to raise money, raise grants yang percuma ataupun you raise funding in a structured environment. Sebab then you can get second opinion. And then it's not wrong to show your agreement to outsiders, for example. Okay, kalau ni sekarang kau dapat investment punya agreement, kau pun terfikir kan, boleh ke aku tunjuk kat orang kan? Patut ke aku tunjuk kat orang kan? But if you got it within an accelerator, memang patut pun you show it to your account manager, because your account manager will decide. Kata, this is a good deal, this is a bad deal. Kan? So itu je lah. Macam I think the biggest mistake I did when I was in your position is I raise money tapi I don't understand what am I raising. Macam tu lah. I ended up being a 20-year-old yang kena bayar balik 30,000. Kan. So fikir-fikir. Itu je. Sekian, terima kasih.
Okay.
Right.
Itu Hanif. That's really good insight lah.
Okay. Itu je. Thank you.
Alright, thank you.
Last name, hydrogen.
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 Hydrogen is hydrogen plus husnuzon. Hydrogen.
Aku baru nak pergi lain untuk bagi dia padu.
Aku dah tahu doa aku dah nampak dah kat otak kau. Aku curi daripada otak kau.
Hydrogen ada sini ke hydrogen?
Ada, namanya Zuriel, ada tak Zuriel?
Ya, saya sini.
Hai Zuriel.
Hi. Okay, very good evening everyone. Thanks for having me here.
Morning, can start sharing your screen.
Okay, can. Wait a moment. Uh, eh, ah, I just saw from the website, from the WhatsApp and all. You guys have giving a lot of examples or improvement. It's very helping. I'm also looking forward for the improvement and all.
Boleh. We'll
Boleh.
see.
How do I share? No, this one. Jarang I guna Zoom. Usually I Google Meet. Entire screen boleh.
Just share your entire screen.
Okay, boleh. Saya dapat. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So may I start? Can you see the screen, right?
Yep, screen is clear. Then the time is yours.
I check. Okay. Okay, a very good evening to the judges. Today we're going to present to you the hydrodrome startup. So for the problems that we find today is that for each high-rise building is an energy consumption monster that causes countless of expenses from the government and buildings owner to pay tons of money and energy just for let it to be operate. So in urban cities, there is clearly no opportunity to adopt into renewable energy like solar, wind, or hydropower as the land has been developed with numerous high-rise buildings, making it possible to adopt. So finding a new way of sustainable energy source for the urban city is imminent for long-term solutions to reduce energy consumptions and expenses while transitioning into a low carbon footprint city. So what we are providing is to turning rain into energy, turning untapped water into renewable energy, turning waste into resources. So our solution is that hydrogen provide harnessing devices to harness the energy from a rainwater discharge in a high-rise building downpipes. Hydrogen provides a renewable energy in the forms of micro hydro energy technology, which harness energy from rainwater discharge from a high-rise building downpipes, turning rain into energy. As you can see from the illustration here, when raining season's coming, the rain will collected in the rooftop of the buildings. So the rooftop will channel the rainwater down through the downpipes, and our device, our micro energy device, can be attached in the rainwater downpipe. Therefore, we can generate energy from the gravity of the waters and supply back the energy, the electricity, back to the building. So one discharging our product is called discharging. So one discharging device is able to generate 1 kilowatts of power, which is equivalent to 4 units of average solar panels power outputs combined. The discharging device can be installed as a modular system in a high-rise building rainwater downpipe, depending on the heights of the building. So one building can have a multiple downpipes, and let's say a building has a 10 stories height, so we can install 10 devices in just a single downpipes. And for the competitive analysis, we'll say that this idea, this micro hydro technology idea, we are the first one. But however, it is good that I can highlight to you some other companies that are also doing micro hydro, but isn't harnessing from rainwaters. So we have Big Moons, Blade Runner, and Turbulent, which the common thing is that they are harnessing from river or sea, and the energy generations is mostly on large-scale hydropower, and their installation is mostly difficult. And for hydrogen, our advantage is provide the affordability price and cheap price with easy to installations. So for the market segments, our target market is energy consumers like commercial buildings owners or residential buildings management, our property developers with the age of buildings below 20 years around in the cities. So some of the buildings we have been targeted is the purpose building like hotels, university or hospital, residential buildings like apartments or condominiums, or commercial buildings, office buildings, shopping complex, or university like faculty buildings or hostel buildings, so that we can supply back the energy back to their daily consumptions. So this is the customer persona. Let's say we have a customer which is from the MMU, is the Faculty of Engineering and Technology. The building age is around 18 years and the electric consumption is high. So the building working profile is that they have an office, laboratory, and learning buildings. So they require 24/7 hours of electricity supply for the computers lab and also some of the equipments that have to be operated 24 hours and also air conditioning system. So the customer trait is that they are tech-oriented, willing to adopt into new technology and sustainable conscience. So for the market potentials, in the whole world and Southeast Asia is total about 4.3 billion units of high-rise building. So for a serviceable market available in Malaysia alone, we have 7 million units of high-rise building. For serviceable obtainable market in Kuala Lumpur alone, we have more than 100 units of high-rise building. Further narrowed down into early markets, we targeted in Cyberjaya alone, we have more than 500 units of building. So the market size looking at Cyberjaya alone, 500 units of high-rise building available, taking 10% of it, the market size is about 50 units of high-rise building available to obtain to become our early target market. So the business model for this hydrogen startup is that hydrogen is a EPCC company that provide renewable energy solution in form of micro hydropower project development for the client via B2B and B2G model. Business revenue comes from the price calculated for the whole project, charged by lump sum or by stages according to the project timeline or skills. So the business activity and collaborations with various agency or private sector such as MOSTI, Suruhanjaya Jaya Tenaga, EDC, Jabatan Alam Sekitar, or Green Tech Malaysia. So our revenue model is through 3 different models, which is a transactional sales, which we provide project development such as engineering design, product fabrications, construction and commissioning for clients. We charge by the transaction sales for entire project. And secondly, we also can offer for leasing options to offer a leasing for the project or the devices that we can install for their premises. And thirdly, revenue comes from maintenance to provide a scheduled maintenance services to client like cleaning device, performance checking, and optimizations. So the goal for this startup is that we will have to approach for 10 high-rise building owner in Cyberjaya, like school, hospital, or hotel, or shopping mall, to provide this renewable energy solution to the client to validate the business and test run on their premises. So we will produce an engineering design and proposal and prototype to fabricate and then to install at their premises. So the deliver project to the 10 client in the area of Cyberjaya, we will monitor and commission the project with the clients and getting feedbacks for further improvement. So this is me, Zurel Shidaan, a tech engineer, having a Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering degree, aiming to reduce global warming through sustainable energy production and consumption by innovations green technology. Thank you.
Hey Zuriel,
Yeah.
amazing idea. High tech. So I think it's like this. Because you are introducing a new technology, right? So you need to play with a lot of comparisons so that you can educate people that what you are trying to build is doable lah. Because if not, you would get those normal questions such as, oh, can you actually put this in the high-rise building, or will it actually generate enough electricity to power up the building and whatnot, right? So I think during the initial phase of your page, you should tell a comparison on how solar energy have changed residential housing, and you want to build a technology that can help high-rise building get the same benefit as how solar energy is helping the residential area. So that's one comparison that you could do. Number 2 is you can also showcase a few buildings in Malaysia that is adopting a more technology-centric approach to reduce energy.
Okay, some examples, right?
Examples. And what are the technologies that they are using? And if possible, try to find those who are doing something similar to what you do lah.
Okay. Like report from the news, like something that they have some.
Exactly. In Sarawak, their digital village hub is actually a green building. In Cyberjaya, you have Rekascape. Not sure whether they have integrated some technologies.
Okay.
And number three, you should do more comparison. Like for example, kan tadi you told us that your product can generate energy. But if you can give us a rough example on if you were to run a building without hydrogen and if you were to run a building with hydrogen, like what's the cost benefit over there? Yeah, so because I think at the end of the day, money talks lah kan. If they don't understand what you are trying to do, at least they know lah your product can reduce the cost of electricity. Can it?
May I like give some clarifications or my concerns? Because right now this is we are just on the prototype design and also doing a prototype to test for the results. So some of the result we are on theoretical only.
Yeah.
So when we are compared to like solar or other building that without this device or with this device, I'm not sure how to really to relate it. Maybe I can just put the theoretical result is enough.
If possible, you can just put a theoretical result. Not to say that, not to claim that you can reduce that much.
Okay.
But just to tell people that ultimately the cost will be reduced. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the core idea of it. Not to claim, but to explain to people the impact and the effect of your product.
Oh, the effect.
Yes. So and impact and effect is better understandable if you play with numbers, right? Even if you say that it will reduce the cost of electricity by 10%, that's a good number, right? Other than that, I think you have a good product here. I will give you a few crowdfunding, like a few products that have been launched via crowdfunding, like experimental products. Try to take a look at how they present.
Okay. Is it from other country or
from other country, of course? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
I'll give you like a Pebble smartwatch. Pebble is the first smartwatch in the world. So you take a look. This was back then in 2013, 2012. But still, take a look at how people sell theoretical products. So that's your homework. You need to identify and find ways like macam you are like Elon Musk lah in some sense.
Giving
You need to be like Elon Musk. You are selling something theoretical.
Very future things, right?
Yes. You are selling
Convince
something.
people. Okay.
So the idea is on understanding how they actually sell. So when Elon Musk sells Tesla or SpaceX or Solar City, he do not claim. He explain it in a way what is the impact and the effect.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you that lah.
Yeah, because I also worried if I claim like not very good because we also haven't tested it. So we are giving some impact, some idea what it's going to
exactly
to be.
And at the end of the day, this idea is actually a good idea. And I mean, if it can be executed, it's like, this is $1 billion idea. Right. So it's a long shot. It's just a matter of finding people who can trust you and put some faith lah in what you are trying to do.
Okay.
You have any question?
Yeah, I have some question because like just now you said finding some cases like this building or any other buildings or some village they have using these kind of things like renewable energy. I have searched some of the informs that like Singapore they have like some hotels they want to go into green. They build some design or whatsoever they have, but also I encounter those are like SDG. They have like those sustainable policy or
exactly. I think another one that you can take a look at is ESG policy.
Sorry,
ESG policy. So right now they have been doing a lot of policy in ESG. You can Google that.
Around the world. This one.
Around the world, yes. And like certain companies. I mean, certain investment companies only invest in companies that have have implemented or adopted ESG policies. So maybe you can play around with that sentiment, telling people that the world is going for a greener option. Of course, certain areas macam memang penting lah solar energy. You can implement solar energy, but what if the areas they cannot use solar energy, right? What is the other options, right?
Okay. Is that their buildings or the business, if they have adopted into this policy, they follow this, like they say that they attach this kind of renewable energy device in their building or what, they so they can be entitled to get some benefit or exempted from some tax. Is
You
that
can
kind
get
of
some
concept?
benefit, tax exemption, more investment. So those kind of things.
Okay.
It's not more. I mean, of course lah, you will reduce cost or whatever kan. Tapi more than that, you'll get more opportunities lah, more benefits.
Because some
So
like business owner looking for this lah.
exactly. So you need to take a look at. It will be on a case by case basis. As like you said, like Singapore, they have their own policy. I believe Malaysia also have our policy, but our policy is more of incentivizing on adopting macam solar energy and whatnot. Like we have the energy buyback program.
Yeah. That's right.
So things like that.
Yes.
So they actually have a similar program across other countries. So you just need to find like ESG policy or ESG benefits for different countries.
Okay. Okay. Just now I still within the times, right? If I include so much, I'm not sure whether I will exceed the time. So the final pitch is 3 minutes, right?
Yep.
So I still within the times because I was like so hectic. I will have to go very fast.
No reason.
The pitch is okay.
Your okay. So basically, there's no issue with your pitch deck. It's just that you need to refine the way you tell the story. As I said do more comparison.
Do more comparison.
So that, I mean, people like me, I would understand because I've heard you pitch more than one time.
Oh, so you know the idea, you know the structure.
I roughly understand lah. I mean, I truly understand your idea, and I roughly understand why is it possible, and I can agak understand what is the impact and the effect. Right. So it's about like I think your biggest challenge is to convince people who first time listen to your idea.
Okay.
Because if people know you, they would believe in you. Get me? Your idea can be anything, but on my side, I believe in you. I believe that you can do it. If it's not this idea, it's any other idea. But you can't have that same effect on anyone else on the first time.
People don't know me and they just first met me.
Exactly. So at the very least, we want them to be interested in your idea. Macam how can you gain their interest? Itulah cost dan sebagainya lah.
Okay. So anything else from the slide? Actually, I think my slide is compared to others, the arts and all is so terrible.
No. Don't say that. Don't say that. On my side, again, I don't think there's any issue on your slide. It's a matter of you explain it.
So
if you want to improve, if you want to improve a bit, maybe you put logo on every slides. For branding purposes. And for example, if you decided that your theme color is black and white, so you can be consistent with it. So I'm not. For me, your slide is complete. It's just a matter of how you rearrange the information so that a first timer can read it and can understand.
So the content is enough, the sufficient.
Yes, the content is enough. It's just it's a matter of rearranging the content, and rephrasing certain contents.
Okay.
So other than that, I think it's okay, good.
Okay, maybe I have some videos of running the prototypes on the raining days using an MPV.
I think you should. Yeah, I think you should. Can you play?
I have to find the file again.
But I mean, if you can't, I think you should include it at the after the end of the presentation. Tell people that so here's the video prototype of how it runs.
Oh, I can put it in here. This slide.
Yes.
Okay, this slide. Okay, it's a video. Okay, video.
Ni boleh juga letak kat sini, bagus.
So what else now? Initially, I had a lot of questions, but now I'm very overwhelmed. I'm not sure.
I mean because for me kan, the way I see it is your slide is actually good. I think you feel inferior as compared to others because maybe your design is black and white ke kan. But for me personally that doesn't matter.
Okay.
Matters the most is the content and you have good content. Okay, maybe like if you can put a picture of their product like in terms of competitive analysis kan.
For
You
their
can also
product.
put a picture of the product so
Yes,
that
yes,
people know like it exists. You know what you are trying to do is just a new product, not a new industry. Yeah, so that is good enough.
Okay. Oh yeah. For this one, for our market, this one okay. This one I have to can just
Okay,
briefly
okay. I think the market potential kan, rather than you tell us how many buildings, you tell us what are the policy.
Okay.
I mean, where is the policy heading to?
Okay.
Because you play around with that. Like maybe there's a green building policy, macam all building needs to be green by 2030 ke.
Okay.
So I think that is the market potential is more on that lah.
Actually, this one I have some ideas like putting the flag of the country that if possible we can go for like Hong Kong or Singapore because they have like a lot of high-rise building. So I was thinking maybe the different place I will put the flag or what.
It's like this. Macam for market potential kan. Generally, if you are selling it to B2C ni macam consumer.
Consumer.
Yes, you need to tell lah how many people will buy, how many people, what is the ni. Tapi your product is more towards B2B or B2G, so business to government. So it revolves around a new technology, green technology. So rather than you play with numbers, you play with, as I said lah, policy. What are the incentive? Like for example, the Singaporean government is giving out X amount of incentive to buildings who are turning into green.
Yeah. Can I play with that also? Yeah, this is very good.
Macam contohnya kan, you know that in Malaysia there's like tax incentive for green initiative.
Yes. I'm sure you are looking for that also, but
so things like that that can be your market potential.
Yeah. Also, I think they have an agreement for Asian or Paris agreement that in how many years we had to reduce the carbon footprint to how many.
Yes. So things like that lah. I think you need to play around with that for market potential instead of playing around with the size of the market. Like if you play around with the size of the market, say that like 500 buildings inside Berjaya, it means that best case scenario is you get 250 buildings, 300 buildings kan. But right now we want to tell people that in 10 years, all building needs to use your solution. Because it's required by the government.
Okay.
So that is the story. That is the narrative that you want to bring.
This one.
Yeah. So you cannot sell it in a sense like macam kita ada 500 building, kita nak melengkapkan ni kat ni. Tak. The narrative that you want to bring in is the world is heading towards a more sustainable punya ni. And you have residential areas with their solar panels. How about high-rise building? So in 5 years, all building will use my solution. Macam itulah. Or my technology, because you are building a technology kan.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow, this one is like very conviction side, very confident side.
Yeah.
The future will go.
Yes, exactly. Because you are building an Elon Musk level product. I can only describe it in that way.
Okay. Do you have any other pitch deck or any video?
For sure. I'm gonna share to you a few pitch deck that focus on not specifically on green energy, but focus on future product.
Okay.
For example, like those artificial meat. So you need to sell it in that way.
Okay. They are really playing with the sentiment like the future trend. How is it that cannot really claim the things right now because it's still very far.
Yes. So but you need to, because for example, to build your product, you need to raise a lot of money.
Yeah,
Let's be on that, like you need to raise a lot of money to do R&D, to do experiment and whatnot.
Last time when we go for they want to train the makers in Ranti and talk with the person, they say this kind of idea had to realize a lot of things to commercialization. The process is very long.
It's a very tedious. You are like, there's a company in America called Magic Leap.
Magic Leap.
Leap.
Oh, Magic Leap. Okay.
Yeah, Magic Leap. So they've raised a lot of money, but without actually showcasing their product. Yeah. So
it's successful
because their product is very experimental.
Okay.
And there are those types of investors lah. And the appetite that those type of investors have is, they will put a lot of money for future ready product. Those investors that will invest in Elon Musk lah. So basically your idea is within that area. You need to raise a lot of money. So your storytelling also need to be more future centric lah.
Okay, future centric lah. Yeah. Just that I really worried when people that listen. Okay, future, but they come back to the reality. They will ask how much generated, how is the price of your product, because the price really in prototype is very expensive, because we can go down to pricing the price down for the market. So because you buying like simple parts, then you're adding up is quite expensive. So when they asking this question, I don't know how to answer.
You want me to give an honest answer?
Can what?
You can try to find a solid answer lah. If they ask what's the price, what's this, what's that, kan macam those normal questions that you will always get. But if we're talking about serious investors who are into investing into this product, this kind of product, kan, they won't ask that question.
Okay.
They will ask whether you have a patent. What is your patent? I mean, what does your patent covers? How many countries do you want to patent in?
Okay.
What are the other applications of your patents? Those are the kinds of questions that you should consider. Those are the kinds of questions that you should, macam contoh, if they're asking about, what is the cost? What is the, macam tu, that they are the kind of people who do not understand what you are building. You can just give them an answer lah. You can just give them an answer.
Okay.
But real investors who are within your industry, they will ask about whether your technology is viable and whether your technology can be replicated and implemented in other technology. So I believe, I think one of the key things within your pitch deck, you need to tell them that you intend to patent the technology.
Okay.
And you need to tell them that there's the potential of the technology. It's beyond just letak dekat bangunan tinggi, high-rise building.
Okay, so maybe
on how I mean, what other implementation of this product kan?
Yeah, actually we also really had this kind of idea, not only to focus on high-rise building, we will like rivers, like Sarawak. Actually, there has one organization called Light Out Borneo. They try to do hydro for small scale hydro, but it's like not very nice lah for the kampong. So this is also in our mind to give back to the society.
So that is why that is why you need to focus on the technology. So what you are selling is not the product, it's the technology itself. If people ask, they kata, why is it so cheap? Your answer would be, this should be your standard answer. High-rise building is just a proof of concept to our technology. We will implement our technology to other verticals such as yada yada and yada.
Okay.
If we can do it with high-rise building that is under 20 years old, it's easy for us to do it in other settings.
Okay.
The biggest challenge is putting it at a high-rise building. Itu yang paling susah. Kalau you buat paling susah, benda lain semua senang je.
Yes, correct.
Exactly. So you as opposed, macam don't sell hydrozone as a product. Sell it as a technology.
Okay.
And I mean, clearly tell people that you intend to patent this, market potential to you position it more on policy making, you know, things like that.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Okay, okay.
je kot. Think tak ada lagi kot.
That,
Thank you, Zil.
maybe a very short one, just
Okay.
last one. For this one, the revenue models or the revenue models, what should I include? Like something like financial projections, like how many?
No need. Just put
money
another
what?
one. Licensing.
Huh?
Just put one part. Licensing.
Licensing? Oh,
Yeah,
one time licensing. You mean the patents, right?
Yeah, licensing the technology, licensing the pattern. Just
Okay.
tell people that you have that intention. Then everyone will make sense.
Just put another one. Add another one is technology
Exactly.
licensing.
Yes, technology licensing. Because 1, 2, 3 is to tell people that you can make money today. Licensing is to tell people that you can make money
without doing
5,
anything.
10, 15 years in the future.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so for the projection of financial, like I need how much money in the future, like that one no need lah.
You can tell people how much you want to raise, but don't tell the projection lah.
Oh, can tell how much lah.
If you can tell like at the final part of your slides, you can tell like, okay, we are looking to raise X amount of money. Okay, this X amount of money, 30% will be for this, 70% will be for R&D and whatnot. So you can tell that, but you don't need to disclose your financial information, your financial projection.
It's
Because
just like how many percent lah.
exactly, because if you showcase your financial projection, I swear to God, like they won't like it. You won't make money for the first 5, 10 years.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that you won't make money.
Yeah.
If on paper, if you do it on paper, because you need to do R&D, you need to do research, kan?
Yeah. So just put there lah. Okay.
And another thing, Zuriel, I'm gonna pass you a video.
Okay.
Very interesting video about a guy who tried to license their technology.
Okay.
So just take a look at that video and see. Try to understand lah, like how are they trying to do it. Maybe you can integrate it within your slide and your page.
Okay. Actually, I'm really sangat terharu lah. Like for the final pitch, is suddenly like going to the event, and then the event is EV cars exhibition is kind of oriented to my business. Yeah. So I was so nervous, and when I look at the WhatsApp there, I had to like study lah. I have to prepare my prototype and to 3D print the things, and then go to Merathi and then go to the training, and then to prepare something. So really looking for this opportunity is really like coincidental lah. Like
Exactly. It is actually coincidental. But if you would benefit from it, by all means lah. I hope you showcasing your product at an EV festival would bring a lot of value.
Yeah. Then, so when we are pitching, they will come and looking like, may I know what's the judges' orientations like? Coming from where, or so I can like prepare the slide more towards their concept, their understanding, like, or they are from renewable energy or some what source sector. Then I can, like you say, the policy things or SDG.
Yeah, I think generally it will focus on that vertical lah. Focus on the renewable energy sectors and the electric vehicle punya sector. I'll get